First, a bit of information about Bootstrap itself. Bootstrap is a popular front-end toolkit for web applications, meaning Bootstrap will help you build a user interface with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. It was originally created by web developers at Twitter for use at Twitter, but it's now open source and has become popular with designers and developers because it's flexible and easy to work with. You can get a good website up and running quickly. Bootstrap provides all the pieces that you need for layout, buttons, forms, menus, widgets, picture carousels, labels, badges, typography, all sorts of features. And since Bootstrap is all HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, all open standards, you can use it with any framework, including ASP.NET MVC. And when you start a new MVC project, Bootstrap will be present, meaning you'll find bootstrap.css and bootstrap.js in your project. The CSS file is the style sheet. It's required to use Bootstrap, and bootstrap.js is the JavaScript that is required to make some widgets work, but it's not required unless you're using those widgets. We'll talk about that later. What's interesting about Bootstrap are the design choices that are made by the framework. Instead of large, monolithic, hard-to-reuse CSS classes, Bootstrap uses small, well-factored classes that you compose together to build the UI. It's what happens when you apply the single responsibility principle to CSS design. Instead of using one CSS class to create a table with zebra striped rows and a hover effect, the striping and the hovering are separated into two classes with easy-to-remember names, and you compose those classes together to achieve the look that you want. Bootstrap design is also about going mobile first. That is, you want a design that looks good and behaves well on a mobile device right from the start. You don't want to write something that looks good on a desktop and then try to fix it later to work on a mobile device. So mobile first is all about making mobile devices first class and working early in the process. Let's take a look at Bootstrap now and see how it is used in our MVC application.